Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another WWE Fantasy Log. I am, as always, your host, James Phoenix. Joining me this week is Jeff.
Hello.
Just Jeff.
Just me today.
Yes, unfortunately, we had to scrape the bottom of the barrel for guests this week.
Gee, thanks.
Unfortunately, John is out of town, and we may be joined by Tiff at some point during the event. We're not sure, but we will see.
Depending on when Sean gets home, he may join us. He said he was on his way home, so
Fair enough.
we'll see. But yeah, sorry I couldn't make it last week. I was the one out of town last week.
That he was. Did you watch last week's video?
No, but I watched Raw and SmackDown.
You told me you didn't watch Raw.
I think I watched parts of Raw, but I watched SmackDown.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, per the usual, we're going to follow our usual tidbits. We're going to go through some news, talk about the goings-on, and then we will cover the recap of the week's events.
Yeah.
Sound good? Okay.
Yeah.
Come along with me on our little journey.
This week I didn't watch Raw and SmackDown, but I watched parts of them.
Okay. That's fair. Anywho. So, somehow, just based on number of articles that are relevant, somehow, I'm not sure how he pulled this off.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because of who he is. But our top story this week is the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Hmm.
Well, one of our top stories, anyway.
I'm talking about him in the recap too.
Briefly, but first we're going to deal with other stuff. So, first of all, let's do this one first because I love this. Our first news article comes from TMZ.
Of course it does.
Of course it does. We never do TMZ on this show.
Isn't TMZ one of the bigger news places for stuff like this?
TMZ is the internet gossip website.
Yeah. Well, what does TMZ have to say?
Well, it's not what TMZ has to say necessarily. It's what TMZ is reporting on behalf of. You may remember last week or the week before when Ric Flair had put out a statement that he had slept with over 10,000 women during the course of his career.
I do remember that statement.
Well, bullshit has been called. And you're not going to believe by who.
What, the math wasn't enough?
Apparently not.
Okay.
Because as reported earlier this week, or just a few days ago, yeah, bullshit has been called by Steven Tyler of Aerosmith.
Okay, then.
Steven Tyler, Ric Flair's totally full of shit. Didn't bang 10,000 chicks.
Okay, then.
Let's see. Steven Tyler's banged an astronomical amount of groupies over the years, but even he's calling BS on Ric Flair's claim that he's got 10,000 chicks to ride Space Mountain. We got the Aerosmith legend leaving LAX, and you can tell he thought the number was comical, joking he had him beat before comparing him to rock star Gene Simmons, who says he slept with 5,000 himself. But Tyler hit Nate with a low blow before he rode off into the night, telling TMZ that guy's full of shit. As for Steven's number, sorry guys, he was too busy getting high to count.
At least he's being honest.
He is. Now, interestingly, that was a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's actually leading into the next story that I was going to talk about relating to Flair, so that'll be fun. We can do that. Let's talk about this.
Okay.
So, Ric Flair is also engaged in a legal battle.
Oh, great.
With his own management company.
Hmm?
So, again, TMZ. Ric Flair claims that you may recall recently there was a 30 for 30 special on Ric Flair's life on ESPN recently.
Yes.
You might have heard about it. Ric Flair claims that he was supposed to pocket 25 grand for that, but his manager stole the money.
Oh, yeah.
Nature Boy is now suing Legacy Talent and Entertainment, the management company that he used from 2009 to this past October. He says he had a feeling something fishy was going down behind the scenes, so he hired a lawyer to investigate his finances and realized that he was missing huge amounts of cash. Among the missing money, Flair says he learned Legacy Talent had received 25 grand from First Row Films, the production company behind Flair's 30 for 30 special. He claims he was never informed of the payment nor given a cut. He also noted a $12,000 royalty advance from Jake's Fireworks, a company he signed an endorsement deal with earlier this year. Flair says he reached out to Legacy to find out why he never got the money and was told they were using the funds to pay legal bills. Flair is calling bullshit, saying he never authorized them to do that. Flair says he is owed at least $46,000 and he wants his money back ASAP.
I don't blame him.
Legacy Talent Company fires back. Ric Flair, you're a despicable liar. The management company says that Flair is lying through his teeth in his lawsuit. They say that his allegations are baseless and defamatory, and they're respectfully blasting the guy in a statement saying, Ric Flair has always been known to be dramatic and looking desperately for the spotlight. That's fine as a wrestler, but it is despicable when he blatantly lies. As anyone who read the Ric Flair Grantland article knows, Rick has always left a trail of destruction in his wake, whether it be from his ex-wives, the IRS creditors, or from his former business partners and friends. The debris is everywhere. Our client wishes Flair nothing but the best and is sad that things have come to this after over a decade of hard work and incredible results for their client. As for the explanation of the finances, Legacy says, our client provided Flair an accounting of funds as they always did throughout their representation. Flair then demanded funds that belonged to buyers be released from trust that he had not yet earned, and our client would not be bullied into doing anything unethical. In reality, the 37 grand in dispute are in his management company's trust account, while we are working out a settlement on the sums of money owed our client from deals and money Flair hid from his management. So, the long and skinny of it is, Flair says, you took the money without telling me I want my money. Their response is that we're your talent agent and you book shit without telling us, and we're owed a cut from that, so we're keeping the money until we determine what our cut is.
Okay, then.
Yep. So that is where that is at. We'll see if that gets sorted out. Let's see, what else is going on? What else is going on? Many things. Many things. So, who remembers Emma? Do you remember Emma?
Yes. I raised my hand.
What? Remember, I have the stories on the screen. I can't see you, you dumb shit.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
Speak. You have words.
Yes, I remember Emma.
Beard the beard.
You don't have a beard. I have more of a beard than you do.
You don't have a beard. Asian people don't have beards unless they're really old emperors in Disney movies.
No, I'm currently sporting pretty much a beard. Not a puffy beard, but it's a beard.
Yeah, fair enough. Anywho. So, yeah. If you're wondering why Emma's not employed, there might be a reason. Tennille Dashwood, the former Emma, was in discussions with the Japanese promotion Stardom to start working there once her non-complete clause expires at the end of January, because 90 days. However, negotiations are said to have fallen through after the company balked at her asking price of $2,000 per match, first-class tickets, and full creative control of her character. Yeah, Emma, you're not worth that, honey. Not even close.
Can you blame her for the full creative control thing after what WWE did with her.
Yeah, I don't blame her for that, but you're probably not gonna. You have to work up to that. You're not Hulk Hogan. You can't walk into a promotion and demand creative control and be given it. That's not how this works.
Yeah.
Jesus. But speaking of people who have got what the heck? Oh, now how do I? Huh. Oh, there we go. What the? Oh, so I can just. Oh, it's a. Wow, stupid. Okay. Sorry, Firefox has updated to Firefox Quantum, and I'm still learning it.
Fair enough.
But speaking of people who went to other promotions and succeeded in getting themselves signed,
Mm-hmm.
who remembers Jack Swagger?
I heard about this.
Former wrestler Jack Swagger has signed on with Bellator MMA.
Yes, he has.
He'll be debuting with the promotion in 2018 as a heavyweight. He mentioned that he's had aspirations to doing MMA for some time and has been in negotiations with Bellator since the summer, but only finalized the terms this past weekend. He also added he intends to continue his wrestling career in tandem with his MMA career, as he has been on the indie scene since his release from WWE. So, good for you, Swagger. You, on the other hand, Swagger, like Emma, you are worth it.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of someone who's worth it, do you have the Neville news?
I can jump to that next. Sure, what the hell?
I didn't know if you had it or not.
I do have Neville. I do have some Neville news.
All right.
I can jump to that next. What the hell? According to a report on PW Insider, Neville could be on his way back to WWE later this month, possibly as early, well, not this week because this week's over, but soon. Reportedly, he and officials had several positive discussions over the past few weeks, and those talks have gone over so well, paving the way for his return. Should be noted, they never actually released him, and he never actually walked, instead choosing to try and work out a release so he can make a name for himself elsewhere. Also, the rumor that he was upset at the prominence being given to Enzo is apparently completely false, and he and Enzo are apparently actually good friends behind the camera.
Fair enough.
So we look forward to seeing Neville return soon, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Neville.
King of the Cruiserweights.
Pretty much. What else we got here? Let's see. Speaking of people who are no longer signed to a promotion, let's go back into the theme we were running before I got derailed to Neville.
All right.
It's interesting noting what's being acknowledged. Everybody's leaving Impact in droves if you haven't figured that out yet, people at home.
Yeah, but I can guarantee you a huge reason for that is Canada.
Yeah, this week Impact Wrestling removed 5 names from the active talent roster, confirming previously reported departures. I didn't hear about these, but they include Alicia Edwards, Swoggle, a.k.a. Hornswoggle, the Veterans of War, Mayweather and Wilcox, and Mahabali Shera have all been removed from the official roster by Impact Wrestling this week.
Fair enough.
So more people gone.
I didn't even know Hornswoggle worked for them.
Swoggle worked for them.
Fair enough.
He did. Let's see here. What else? Let's see. Speaking of more people without a promotion, WWE fired James Ellsworth this week.
Yes, they did.
Hashtag sad face.
Did you see their going away present for him in the European tour?
I did not.
It was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Basically, their idea of a going away present, Ellsworth, you're gonna come out, sell the injuries by having your arm in a sling and a neck brace and shit, while every woman on the roster does fucking Attitude Era finishing moves on your punk ass in the middle of the ring.
Okay then.
Yeah, you had like, what's it? I think it might have been, was it Becky? Someone did like a Stone Cold Stunner. Someone did a People's Elbow. Someone did a pedigree. It was hilarious.
Nice.
Yeah, you should go watch it. The footage is on YouTube. You should check it out.
I will. So, Ellsworth did have his release. Ellsworth commented on the release on Twitter saying, "Thank you at WWE for letting me live my dream. Thank you fans for all the support. I'll continue to prove hashtag any man with 2 hands has a fighting chance." Mm-hmm. You can follow him at Real Ellsworth. Also, if you'd like to book James Ellsworth for your local promotion starting on February 12th, you can book him via bookellsworth@gmail.com.
Fair enough.
Sweetness.
Did you hear the rumors regarding
What rumors?
Ellsworth? The rumored plans.
What are the rumored plans?
The rumored plans were that WWE had big plans for Ellsworth, and they were going to do a big WrestleMania thing with him.
Okay.
He was going to work a WrestleMania program. And then Vince looked at the pocketbook and went, "Oh, fuck, we don't have any money. Fire his ass." Yeah. Just like everybody else. That's why everyone else got fired, because Vince looked at looked at WWE's pocketbook and went, "Oh, shit."
Yeah, that happens from time to time.
So, poor Ellsworth. That's too bad. I mean, WrestleMania, dude. He was about to go to Wrestle-fucking-Mania.
Well, like I said, let's see what happens, because Survivor Series is tomorrow. If they make enough money on the Survivor Series of the Rumble, they can always bring him back for WrestleMania.
They could. They could rehire him, but yeah.
They could rehire him. But apparently we have enough money to pay John Cena a couple $1 million to show up at Survivor Series.
Yeah, they have enough money to pay Brock Lesnar to sit on his fucking ass with the Universal Championship.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna say there are, Natalya was announced for the Survivor Series women's team, but there's rumors that they may be wrapping up a long running story arc. If you recall what happened the last time Natalya was involved in one of these multi-women matches at a pay-per-view.
No, I do not.
There is rumors that at the pay-per-view, Natalya may get jumped backstage and replaced in the match by Nikki Bella.
Oh, please don't.
Because you recall the last time Natalya jumped Nikki and took her spot in the match.
That's true.
The story full circle. Also, very slim chance Paige might show up. It seems unlikely.
Yeah, especially since she's still in the business of pissing everybody off.
Pretty much.
And if Nikki Bella's coming back, that means Brie's coming with her, because Nikki actually went on record as saying she wasn't going to come back without her sister.
Well, we'll find out. It depends on whether Brie is in wrestling shape yet or not. Also, let's see. Speaking of people on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, you know what? No, I'm not. You know what? Do I want to do?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell did I do?
I don't know what the hell did you do.
I'm trying to figure out the order to do this in. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Oh, let's do this one next. Fuck it.
Okay.
So, we've gone from, people signing with promotions to people, to people trying to sign promotions and failing, to people signing with promotions and succeeding, to people no longer with promotions. As we continue our theme, let's go to somebody who will probably very soon not have a promotion.
Okay.
And that's David Otunga.
Oh?
David Otunga and Jennifer Hudson split. Hudson files restraining order.
Hmm?
According to an article on People, David Otunga and Jennifer Hudson have split up after their 10-year relationship, and Hudson has gone and filed a restraining order against her ex-husband. Hudson's representative told People they have been in the process of ending their relationship for a number of months. Today, Jennifer requested and received a protective order against her ex-fiancé. Jennifer's actions are solely taken in the best interest of their son.
Okay.
However, Otunga's lawyers countered with the following statement. Basically, Otunga's being accused of domestic abuse is what's happening here.
Otunga's lawyers? How is he not his own lawyer?
Mr. Otunga has never abused or harassed Miss Hudson or their son, and it is unfortunate, especially in today's climate, that she would feel the need to make these false allegations against him. Mr. Otunga looks forward to his day in court and in being awarded the residential care of the party's only child. Also, in a different statement to TMZ, David Otunga has been trying to negotiate the terms of an amicable parenting agreement with Ms. Hudson for several weeks now. However, when it became apparent that Ms. Hudson and Mr. Otunga would be when it became apparent to Ms. Hudson that Mr. Otunga would be the parent granted residential care of the child as a result of Otunga being the child's primary caregiver. Basically, Otunga actually has a house and is in a place regularly. She's all over the world acting and shit. Translation. Ms. Hudson pursues her career all over the world. Ms. Hudson decided to file a meritless petition for order of protection in an effort to gain an unfair advantage in the custody dispute. As a result of Mr. Otunga's career in the WWE, Ms. Hudson felt that she could give an award-winning performance in court to portray herself as the victim. Mr. Otunga has never abused or harassed Ms. Hudson or their son.
Why should her position as an actor prevent her from being able to care for her son? Like, lots of actresses have kids.
Lots of actresses do have children. However, those children don't normally travel the world from set to set.
Some do.
Not many. Realize they have to award what's in the child's best interest in regards to a stable life. Traveling all over the world and being taught by random tutors wherever you are and not having a chance to basically, have regular friends and a social life and a normal standardized setting, that's a big no-no to child services.
Yeah, it's not like Otunga's home. He's like all with WWE all over the country.
Yes, but no, he's not. Because remember, Otunga only shows up to do pay-per-view pre-shows at this point.
Oh, really?
Otunga's not, maybe he's on the road a little bit more than that. But remember, here's the thing, though. WWE superstars travel around the country and maybe to other countries occasionally, but they still spend 2 to 3 days a week at home.
You're off camera.
I know. Sorry, I stepped up for a sec. Stretching my legs. Anyway, yeah, but they still spend several days a week at home. They have a much more consistent schedule than, Jennifer Hudson. And, Otunga, he might be in, a city for a night here and a night there, but then home a few days a week. Jennifer Hudson might be in France for 3 months 4 months, 5 months, 6 months at a time shooting a movie. Kind of a different animal. So, in a related story, David Otunga will not be at the Survivor Series tomorrow. With the news that Otunga and Hudson are headed for a split, TMZ has additional information on the situation, first indicating police have opened up a domestic battery investigation against Otunga. And then as a result of all this going public, he has pulled out of the weekend's Survivor Series. They also have a story indicating the situation blew up when Otunga confronted Hudson and accused her of cheating on him with the music producer of Male Music. That's male like the postal, not male like dudes. We're cheating. Let's see here. Hudson denies having any relation. That's Molly Music. The idiot on Raja misspelled that. Sorry. No, I just read it wrong. I'm a dumb shit. Okay, that's me. Never mind. I can't read. Molly Music. Hudson denies having any relationship with the producer, but Otunga believes Hudson and Molly Music were having a secret affair for months before the confrontation. We're told Jennifer and Molly Music met a few years ago when she hired him to perform at a party. They became friends, and we're told they have been in the studio together a number of times. She told Charlemagne the God back in 2014, "My favorite artist is Molly Music. See, y'all don't even know who he is. Y'all got to look up Molly Music. Trust me." Molly Music was deep into gospel, but crossed over into secular music. She calls him her dream artist. TMZ broke the story. Cops kicked David out of the family home Thursday night after Jennifer got an order of protection, claiming that she feared him. He had gotten physical with her, and then he was a threat to her and their son. David vehemently denies the allegations. They've reached out to Molly Music, but so far, no word back.
Well, if they're smart, they will not get involved in this.
Let's see. According to the order of protection that TMZ was able to retrieve, because of course they were, she claims David has exhibited aggressive, threatening, and harassing behavior toward me, says, "I am now living in fear of further action David might take." She claims on Wednesday that she was at a recording session in Chicago with their son David Jr., and David made a series of phone calls to reach her. When he couldn't get her, he asked their son to record the scene. Hudson says David wanted their son to show she was dating one of her producers, something she denies. She says when she got home, David was visibly angry, grabbed David Jr. by the hand, and physically pushed Hudson out of the master suite. She claims their son, a makeup artist, and an assistant all witnessed the account. She says this was just the most recent in a pattern of escalating and threatening behavior, and she says she's especially concerned because David is a 6'3", 240-pound wrestler. Hudson goes on to say in legal documents, on occasion David left a gun and a holster on their kitchen counter. He said it was a movie prop, but Hudson says David knows that I am and have been very sensitive to firearms after my mother and my brother were murdered by a firearm. I believe that he left it out to taunt, intimidate, and frighten me, which he absolutely accomplished. As reported, she got an order of protection. They broke up several months ago and have been negotiating a custody arrangement, but each want primary physical custody, and the negotiations fell apart. The order of protection gives Hudson exclusive possession of their residence and orders David to stay away from her and their son. The custody petition, which she also filed, asks the judge to give her significant decision-making responsibilities. Her petition says she's been solely responsible for making all major decisions for their son. Our sources say David says it's exactly the opposite. He was not present in court when Jennifer got the order, and he says she has made up all of her allegations to gain an advantage in their custody dispute.
But so the restraining order gives her full possession of the house, which means David Otunga does not have a house.
He does not at the moment. But this is a guy who was a professional wrestler and an actor. He's probably got more than one house.
Yeah, Jennifer Hudson probably has enough money to have more than one house too.
Yeah, and no time to live in any of them.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, in the most recent development of this situation, let me go over here. Open up, you stupid link. Come on. Oh, shit. Malcolm Young of AC/DC is dead.
Oh.
That sucks.
That does suck.
Thoughts and prayers out to Malcolm Young.
Absolutely.
Well, to Malcolm Young's family and friends, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so David Otunga, this is just from 2 days ago. Jennifer Hudson did me dirty. Throw out her restraining order. Jennifer Hudson played super dirty by sneaking into court to get an order of protection against baby daddy David Otunga to get a leg up in their custody dispute, so claims Otunga's lawyer. Attorney Tracy Rizzo just filed legal docs asking the judge to throw out the order of protection a judge granted Thursday, forcing Otunga out of the home and requiring to clear Jennifer and their 8-year-old son, David Jr. Rizzo says she and David were blindsided by the order of protection, and Hudson's lawyer never gave them any notice of the hearing. She says Hudson's endgame was to gain an unfair advantage in their custody negotiations, which reached an impasse Wednesday, trying to make David look like the villain. In the new docs, David is clear. All the allegations are false. I have never physically pushed Jay Hudson or in any other way harmed or threatened Jay Hudson or our son. Rizzo wants a hearing next Tuesday to vacate the order of protection, and David wants to be with his son for Thanksgiving. David claims he's been the primary caregiver of David Jr. since birth. Jennifer says she's been the primary caregiver. So there's that.
How old is her son?
8.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, I do not envy this judge.
Yeah.
Because this is a clear case of he said, she said, and whatever his ruling is, it's going to be wrong. So, yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
Poor judge.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, hang on a sec.
What are you doing?
Oh, I had to kill some Firefox instances.
Okay.
Sorry, everything's like blocking up. There we go. Fucking Firefox.
Okay.
Sorry. Technical difficulties, folks. Live.
What you doing? Aside from being out of frame, mostly.
Trying to make sure my cooling pad is turned because my laptop is really hot. Let's do this. That should help. Okay. Anyway.
What else we got?
I have a couple other news stories. Give me 1 second. I just got to see if I can get Firefox to open up and function again. Okay, there we go. Let me just see. Get anything to work here. Let's see. So there's all right. So that's what I was trying to get to. Is one last follow-up article. Jennifer Hudson is dreaming when she says she's the primary caregiver of 8-year-old David Jr., and she's lying when she says her baby daddy was physically abusive. So says baby daddy David Otunga. Otunga's lawyer sent a statement to TMZ in which David denies each and every allegation Hudson has made against him. Otunga's lawyer says the breaking point was Wednesday night when Jennifer brought the 8-year-old to their recording studio until 12:30 in the morning. David felt it was irresponsible, especially since it was a school night. The statement goes on to say that at no time did Mr. Otunga physically push Ms. Hudson, as she has alleged. As reported, we're told David broke up with Jennifer several months ago after he confronted her and claimed she was cheating on him. They tried to reach a custody arrangement but failed. David's lawyer says they're going to undo to court to undo the order of protection so he could spend Thanksgiving with his son. Let me
Good luck with that.
Here's a statement that Mr. Otunga's lawyer, Tracy Rizzo, sent. Mr. Otunga has now had the opportunity to review the petition for order of protection that Jennifer Hudson has filed, and he wants to make it very clear that he denies each and every allegation contained in that petition. Mr. Otunga is now and has always been the primary caregiver of the party's son. On November 15th, Ms. Hudson thought it was appropriate to have their son at a recording studio until 12:30 in the morning on a school night. Mr. Otunga's only concern that evening was putting the child to bed so that he could be well rested for school. At no time did he physically push Ms. Hudson, as she has alleged. Everyone who knows Mr. Otunga in his personal life can attest to the fact that he is a highly educated, sophisticated, and nonviolent man, and that his primary concern in life is caring for the party's son. Ms. Hudson is much less available to care for the child as a result of her constant traveling, but Mr. Otunga has always notified Ms. Hudson of the child's activities and whereabouts. Mr. Otunga does not own a firearm, and the gun referenced in Ms. Hudson's petition was a prop that he used for an audition, just as he told her it was at the time she saw it in their house. It is unfortunate that she has filed this petition in a calculated manner to not only have Mr. Otunga removed from the family home, but also in an effort to insert herself as the child's primary caregiver. Despite the fact that Mr. Otunga has been represented by counsel in the custody dispute for many weeks, Ms. Hudson and her attorney failed to give Mr. Otunga and his counsel notice of filing her petition so that Mr. Otunga could be present in the court. He only learned of the order of protection when the local police removed him from his home in the presence of the child at the direction of Ms. Hudson or her attorney. While the next court date in this matter has been scheduled for December 7th, Mr. Otunga is going to petition the court to have the hearing date advanced to November 21st so he could spend Thanksgiving with his son.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, apparently that's everything is saying that it's going to be. So I guess that works. It's going to be on Tuesday, apparently. So.
Well, yeah, they could change the court date. I'm just saying, good luck getting him to overturn it that fast. It's got to be proven first, and I don't think it's going to be proven that quick.
Not necessarily. Like I said, it's not necessarily proven. All he has to do is show up and basically make his argument that, look, I'm the primary caregiver. I'm the one that's around the child regularly, week in and week out. Just even though in my career at WWE, I'm the one that's around. I'm the one that cares for him, and he's got the valid point of, did she have him at a recording studio at 12:30 at night on a school night? Because if she did, that doesn't work in her favor.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing we know about David Otunga, he is incredibly well spoken, and I don't see him being a violent man.
Despite the fact that he beats people up for a living.
Fictionally.
But it's still beating people up, and it's still pretty, as they've said, just because it's staged doesn't mean it's fake.
No, the actions are not fake, but the motivations behind those actions is fictitious. He's
True.
not legitimately trying to harm people.
True.
Because his name isn't Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
But I'm Ching. Anyway. Sorry, Seth. We love you, man. Anyway. But yeah, like I said, I kind of leave Otunga on this. I mean, I don't know, but like I said, it could go either way on this. We'll have to wait and see. But, if Otunga shows up and makes his argument and is able to convince the judge, hey, look, this is what happened. She had him out at 12:30 on a school night. I only went to get him to bring him home to get him to bed so he could be well rested for school the next day. Unless she has a response to that. And if he brings in the supposed prop gun and shows it's a prop gun.
Yes, because they're going to let him walk into a courtroom with a fucking gun.
If he tells them in advance, I would like to bring in this false firearm as a piece of evidence in the case, that he can have it brought in by officers who have custody of the piece of evidence to prove that it is in fact a false firearm. If all he has to do is prove the stuff in her allegation was false.
True.
He may not be able to prove whether or not he pushed her, but whether or not her son was out at 12:30 at night at a recording studio, and the status of the gun will be two pieces of evidence that would work in his favor if he could prove that. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it goes.
Indeed.
Indeed, indeed. Anyway, let us continue.
Yes.
With the ongoing things.
Mm-hmm.
We have a couple more news items to get to here.
Yeah.
And we will get to them.
Indeed.
All right, so rolling along, now that all that insanity is out of the way, let's cover a few other things. First of all, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
A development to that this week. Well, there have been conflicting reports on exactly what happened after the end of their match on SmackDown that caused them to be sent home from the European tour last week, with some reports indicating the two went into business for themselves, while another suggested it was just a big misunderstanding. Over the past couple of weeks after both sides were reported, the word going around is that most of the wrestlers backstage were under the belief that Owens and Zayn were indeed serving their own interests, and after they had left, the talk amongst the wrestlers is definitely portrayed as the two as the bad guys of the incident. Furthermore, this feeling is what may have ignited the recent Randy Orton-Kevin Owens Twitter squabble, where the two went back and forth before abruptly stopping. While WWE seems to use Twitter as a medium to develop or further storylines these days, this Twitter exchange seemed to have some legitimacy to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's what happens when you give people a Twitter account.
Yeah, kind of.
It's not like WWE's gonna, monitor that shit 24/7.
That's true. Now, is this okay? So, kind of sucks to be Adam Cole right about now
Okay.
because at a live event in Austin, Texas earlier this week, Adam Cole suffered a wound on his head that required 7 staples.
Ouch.
And the next night, Cole went on to lose to Drew McIntyre in a one-on-one match for the NXT Championship.
Okay then.
We're gonna talk about War Games in a minute. Earlier this evening. So there you go. So hopefully Adam Cole's okay. He seems to be okay.
That's good.
But that's not a very good injury to sustain.
No.
And yes, earlier this very evening was NXT TakeOver War Games. We should talk about this a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Results are as follows. There was a War Games kickoff show.
Okay.
And the kickoff show match was Cassius Ohno taking on Lars Sullivan, with Cassius Ohno coming out the victor. Off of the freak accident.
Okay then.
As he calls it. The Undisputed Era, where talking to William Regal about stuff. Aleister Black took on the Velveteen Dream. Managing to score himself a win in that match.
Okay.
Did you dumb bastards just didn't bother to finish updating this recap, did you? You fucking idiots. I go out of my way to use your site for things. You fail. Who was this? Matt Boone. You fail. Dumb. All right, fine. Well, good. Fuck you. Guess what? You just got replaced by Cage Side Seats for this segment.
Assuming they have results.
They do. Let's see. Well, that's reactions. How about straight results? Do we have that? There we go. Results. All right. So here's what's going on. Okay, so quick results were as follows. I'm not going to go into details, but Lars. So wait, now this is saying that Lars Sullivan defeated Ohno. Now wait a minute here. That's just blatantly contradicting the other one. What the fuck?
Okay then. WWE.com.
What the blue fuck happened? Sullivan goes through the ropes, another rolling elbow, but Lars counters, grabbing him. Oh, so Lars countered into the freak accident for the win.
Okay then.
So yeah, somebody doesn't know what the fuck's going on here. Somebody won the kickoff show match. I don't know who the fuck it was.
Okay then.
Moving along. Aleister Black did, in fact, defeat the Velveteen Dream. Ember Moon won a fatal 4-way match against Kairi Sane, Nikki Cross, and Peyton Royce to become the NXT Women's Champion.
Okay then.
The title, which has, of course, been vacant ever since the injury sustained to Asuka. And it is worth noting that Asuka herself did come out to personally hand Ember Moon the belt. Which was kind of neat.
Fair enough.
We also have ourselves a new NXT champion in Andrade Cien Almas, who defeated Drew McIntyre.
Okay then.
And lastly, the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kyle O'Reilly did defeat both Sanity and the Authors of Pain in a War Games match.
Fair enough.
So that was a thing that happened. Congratulations to all the victors on that.
I wonder if that means we'll see Drew Mack once again on the main roster.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say not right away.
Okay then. Why not?
Let's see here. Nobody was sure originally, but according to Triple H said on Facebook Live post show, McIntyre may have torn his bicep.
Ooh.
Former champ is scheduled for an MRI tomorrow and possible surgery next week. Yeah, almost winning. Basic. Yeah. So it sounds like what happened here is that McIntyre tore his bicep mid-match, couldn't finish, and they had to throw the belt on Almas without attending to.
Okay then.
Is what it sounds like happened here. Andre Cien Almas NXT Championship win in Houston was quite a shock to just about everyone. There's some unconfirmed talk going around that could explain why McIntyre's loss came out of nowhere. To be clear, the talk of an injury to McIntyre is speculation combined with a PW Insider report that he was checked on and helped to the back by trainers after losing, nursing his left arm and shoulder. Definitely not confirmed that the injury led to an audible on the finish. The spot getting most of the attention is the finish, where it seems Drew may have held onto the rope a bit too long during the last DDT from Cien. Here's what folks with ring experience are saying. And official Taz had something to say about this. If anybody knows anything about tearing things, it's Taz.
Oh yeah, Taz has had a lot to say about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens too, and he agrees with what Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn did. So,
okay then.
He said they did the right thing.
No. At official Taz says, I don't normally do this on here, but I just watched the NXT TakeOver Championship match. Looked to me like McIntyre might have torn his bicep on the finish as he held the rope. Could it be a separation in the base of his bicep? Been there. It sucks for Drew. Head up, brother. Vinny Massaro also added, I'm pretty sure Drew just tore his bicep. Very last move, the DDT. He hanged onto the rope too long and pulled it too hard. A biceps tear would be a devastating injury, and if it did lead to a new champ being booked on the fly, it could have long-lasting effects on McIntyre and NXT. And then, like I said, the last news was Triple H had thrown an update in his Facebook Live post show saying that he may have a torn bicep, and they're going to wait for the MRI to confirm that. Congratulations to Cien Almas and the winners, but sorry, Drew McIntyre. We hope that you are well soon.
Indeed.
Also, with what happens, apparently Triple H said, and I quote, I think War Games will be back. So he may not have seen the last of the War Games match.
Fair enough.
All right.
It's back and better than ever.
Pretty much. So that is all the news that's fit to report. Let us actually get to the weekly programming.
Do we want to report on Jericho?
You want to? Go ahead. I can use a break.
So we all know, of course, about Jericho versus Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom. Was it 34 or whatever? And
no, it hasn't. Wrestle Kingdom hasn't been around that long.
Yeah, well, it's Wrestle Kingdom something. I don't remember the number. 24? I don't know. But fair enough. I'll continue while you find the number. But the reports were that like WWE were surprised about it. They didn't know about it. Someone actually asked Jericho about it on a podcast. I think he might have been on JR's podcast, but I don't 100% remember which one it was.
Yeah, it's Wrestle Kingdom 12, dude. Like you're 12, not even close.
Okay. Fair enough. I don't follow NJPW, but
Also, a fun note from Sportskeeda 2 days ago: Chris Jericho reveals that he has never seen a Kenny Omega match.
Fair enough. Would make sense because he hasn't wrestled NJPW or the Indies in how many years?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't watch. That just means he's going into the match blind. That's kind of stupid not to scout your opponent, especially one as dangerous as Kenny Omega.
I suppose. Maybe he might be watching it now. But anyway, so someone asked him about the whole, hey, the reports say that WWE, was blindsided by this, didn't know about it, blah, blah, blah. And the rumors going around, the speculation going around that maybe there was something happening between Jericho and Vince McMahon, some bad blood of some sort. And Jericho said, well, I will say this. Vince McMahon and I have always been on good terms, and I would never, ever do anything to jeopardize that. So, reading between the lines, yeah, WWE knows about it. Or at the very least, Vince knows about it.
Yep. Vin and Mac.
Which, if that's the case and Vince okayed it, that means any speculation about Jericho no longer working for WWE, probably not true, and he's probably coming back at some point.
Yeah, he will. My money says Royal Rumble.
There's reports saying he's not coming back at the Royal Rumble.
Well, of course there are. Jericho always tries to hide the fact that he's coming back. Sometimes he succeeds, sometimes he doesn't.
All right. But in light of this information that Vince more than likely does in fact know about this, there is speculation perhaps that Vince McMahon has sent Jericho over there to try to win Mr. Omega over, so to speak.
That's possible.
It would be like Vince to send someone to sabotage a group he doesn't like very much.
Mm-hmm. I suppose that's true.
But yes, that is the update on the Jericho situation.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's get into the stuff.
Yes.
Let's cover. Many things happened this week.
Oh boy.
Where is that? In no way is the document I'm looking for. What the shit? Let's try that again. That's the document that I'm looking for. Okay. Screen share.
Alrighty.
And to everyone, let me flow over to the proper page on this. All right. So, as you can see, currently in the lead at 48.94 is still the Champions of Justice, led by Tiff. In second place at 4,300 even is TNA Worldwide, led by Jeff. And third at 37.19 is the Glorious End, led by John. And my Broken Highlight Club is still trailing in last at 31.85.
Mm-hmm. Poor Jim.
For those keeping score at home, you might have noticed that there is an almost even 600 to 700 point spread between each member of the team.
Yep.
We'll see how that lasts.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to open up with, well, let me go to the top 10 first before we go to the actual rawness. There we go. So still way up at the top is the hashtag realest champ in the room, the Cruiserweight champion Enzo Amore at 576.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by the new WWE champion AJ Styles at 482. Followed by the Intercontinental champion The Miz at 446. Dean Ambrose, 1/3 of the Shield at 439. Another third of the Shield, Seth Rollins at 418. The Raw Women's champion Alexa Bliss at 403. Cedric Alexander, a point behind at 402. Followed by the Monster Among Men, Braun Strowman at 382. Just 2 points ahead of Kalisto, the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight title at 380. And rounding up the top 10 is Jason Jordan at 356.
Jason Jordan is about to get interesting.
Potentially.
Okay.
So let's go to Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw was emanating from the Phillips Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the go-home Raw before Survivor Series. And I'm actually going to open this Raw by awarding some honorary points.
Okay.
I don't do this often, but I'm going to do it this week.
Okay.
And I'm going to explain why as we go through the course of the program.
Okay.
But I'm awarding 500 honorary points to the Atlanta, Georgia audience.
Ha!
For being on top of many things this week.
Fair enough. Way to go, Hot Lana.
Hotlanta got it. And I am also going to specifically give bonus points to specific audience members when we get to a particular point in the program.
Okay, then.
Random question, though.
Yes.
Was SmackDown also in that vicinity? No, they were in Charlotte. So wait, the show with the Atlanta, Georgia champion, you don't send to Georgia, really, guys? Okay, just curious.
No, because they had to bring out Ric Flair.
That's true.
Woo! And I'm sorry, Ric Flair, greater champion than AJ Styles.
This is true.
Who kicked out of certain death, by the way.
He did.
Woo!
Mm-hmm. So, we open up Monday Night Raw, unfortunately, with Michael Cole. But what you gonna do?
Yeah.
And Michael Cole is, of course, flanked by his usual compatriots. And we really open the show with Stephanie McMahon, who comes out to the ring, gets a mixed reaction from the crowd. Says she has to make important decisions that the fans couldn't handle making and needs top people here to help her make these, and that's why she has the next person working with her and introduces Kurt Angle. He comes out to the ring as well. He begins to apologize for SmackDown's assault on Raw 2 weeks ago, and Stephanie says she's not upset but does want to know how the New Day got in the building last week. Angle says he doesn't know, and she says she appreciates the honesty and she knows he'll make up for it. They talk about Jason Jordan being added to Team Raw Survivor Series, and Stephanie asks what accomplishments he has that qualify him for the team. Stephanie doesn't seem happy with Kurt's decision and blames Kurt for costing Raw the chance to have John Cena. She says the fans believe in Kurt, so she's going to give him one more chance. And she asks Kurt what the first thing he's going to do at Survivor Series is, and Kurt responds, he's going to break Shane's ankle. Kurt says as team captain, he's starting the match, and if Shane has any balls, he'll start the match too. Stephanie says Kurt needs to get it through his skull that it's not the 90s anymore, and that Shane won't start the match. He's going to let others do the dirty work. She says Angle might have gone soft and can't even break anyone's ankle anymore, and continues to talk shit to him. And just as it seems like she might fire him, they are interrupted by the Shield. Now
with 100% more Roman Reigns.
Correct.
Which, what the fuck? He got like a huge, fan favorite face pop. I'm like, what?
Shield effect.
Fucking hypocritical fans.
No, but realize, when Roman's in the Shield, he's cool because they play up Roman's strengths and they downplay his weaknesses. Primarily that being when Roman's in the Shield, Roman can hit people with badass moves and look great in the ring, while Ambrose and Rollins do the talking.
Except Reigns did the talking.
He did some of it, but
he did the primary talking while Dean Ambrose babbled like an idiot.
Well, that's what he always does.
Yes, so by comparison, Reigns actually looked like the better talker and probably is the better talker, to be honest.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I didn't play up his strengths. They gave him a microphone.
Yeah, but when he's not the only focus of attention and doesn't have to worry about completely carrying himself, I think he's more comfortable.
Fair enough.
Anyway, they get in the ring, and Ambrose says Angle's the best leader he's seen in WWE, and then Angle proved he's their leader, and he can still go in the ring. The fans chant, you still got it, and Stephanie's not happy. She starts trashing the Shield next, and Reigns asks where Stephanie's been for the last 7 months since Triple H put her through a table. Reigns says they don't listen to Stephanie, and they do what they want, and what they want to do is fight the New Day at Survivor Series. Reigns says if the New Day has any balls, they'll accept. The Shield will handle them while Angle leads Raw to victory. Reigns then mic drops, and the Shield music hits to end the segment.
And they abandon their leader.
They do. Banner. Banner. So anyway, that's going to be promo points to Kurt Angle and the Shield.
Yes.
And then to down this way, Seth. 3 and Roman. And Dean. Where is Dean? Here is Dean. 444. Okay. Sounds good. So after this, we have our opening match of the evening. And that match being a triple threat match between Bayley, Dana Brooke, and Mickie James. With the announcement being that the winner of this match will be the final member of the Raw Women's team at Survivor Series.
Which is baffling considering what they did on SmackDown. It's like, what are you...
Yep.
Nothing makes sense, Jim.
Nope.
I'll never back down from a fight.
The existing Raw Women's team, Alicia, Asuka, Nia, and Sasha, are all at ringside for the match. And now there's an interesting point where Dana Brooke decides she's going to pick a fight with Asuka for no reason.
Okay.
Not really sure where she got the balls to do that.
I don't know.
Because Asuka went to check on her after Mickie slammed her into a barricade, and then she started attacking Asuka for no reason.
Okay, then.
Asuka then chased Dana around, which pretty much took her out of the match, which allowed Bayley to nail a Bayley to belly on Mickie and become the 5th member of the Raw Women's team. So I think we're booking an Asuka-Dana feud.
I'm sorry, Asuka. They're going to bury you some more.
No, they're going to bury Dana Brooke by feeding her to Asuka. She's the new Emma.
I guess.
But at any rate, let's see here. So that's going to be unintentional interference from Asuka.
Okay.
So Asuka will get 6 interference points, plus she will get the 5 for being at ringside because we're going to give them the equivalent of commentary points.
Sure.
So that's 11 points to Asuka, which is 134 for her.
5 to everybody else.
And then Alicia gets 5. That's 6. And then 5 points to Nia Jax. That's her at 190. And 5 points to
Sasha.
Sasha, thank you. 92. Okay. Meanwhile, the actual match participants. This is a triple threat, which constitutes a specialty match, I think. So, we'll start off with the losers.
Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke. Let me scroll back up here. Dana Brooke actually had a move. She did hit one move. So Dana Brooke is going to get 5 points for being in the match. 3 for being in a specialty is 8, and 1 for the move is 9 points to Dana Brooke. How about that?
All right.
Puts her at 26. Mickie James.
Oh, by the way, you can remove D Young from the inactive roster. You can just outright delete him.
That's true. I will do that at the end of the segment. Sorry, D Young.
I wish you well in your future endeavors.
Indeed. Although, D Young, if you're looking for something to do part-time, I hear the pre-show is going to be in need of a new black guy.
But can he talk?
He'll bring Bob Backlund to talk for him.
Oh God.
I love this. We didn't have this competition back in the day. It's Raw versus SmackDown.
Okay.
Hashtag Bob Backlund. Anyway, as I was saying, Mickie James is going to get herself also 5 and 3. 8 and 1 move is also 9 points for Mickie. To the Mickie James. I'm going to put her at 141. And then Bayley is going to get herself 20 points for winning a match on Raw, 10 for winning a specialty match is 30. She's going to get 5 for competing in it is 35. 3 for competing in a specialty is 38. And Bayley had 6 moves, which is going to be 44 points to Bayley.
Wow.
Two, which is 186, and 96, 06, 16, 226 for Bayley. All right. Team Raw celebrates post-match.
Okay then.
We are then joined by the hashtag realest champ in the room.
How you doing?
And his associate, the Gabagulak. As Enzo comes out and begins to cut a promo about his match with Kalisto on Sunday. They are interrupted by Kalisto and Akira Tozawa, and we have ourselves a good old-fashioned tag team match player.
Yay, Akira Tozawa points.
And Enzo and Gulak end up winning this match.
Damn.
After Kalisto takes out Gulak, but then Enzo shoves Tozawa into Kalisto and then hits Tozawa with a Jordonzo. So we will do the losers first. That would be the faces. So Kalisto and Tozawa each had 1 move, so they're each going to get 6 points for being in this match.
Okay then.
Tozawa at 147, and Kalisto at 386. All right. The winners are Enzo and Drew Gulak, specifically Enzo with the pinfall. So Gulak did not have any moves, so Gulak is just going to get 15 points for being on the winning team, and 5 for showing up is 20 points to Gabagulak. 192. And Enzo himself was going to get 20 for winning. He's going to get 5 for competing. He's going to get 1 for the Jordonzo. It's 26 points to Enzo Amore.
Damn.
It's 96 and 96 and 6 is 602.
Damn.
For Enzo Amore. We briefly see the Miz Taraj in the back getting ready to head out to the ring. But before that, we see a replay of what happened with Kurt and Stephanie, and then cut back to Kurt in the back giving a pep talk to the male Raw team. He says they all need to get along until the end of Sunday because they have too much to lose. And so he sets up a team-building exercise where Finn Balor is going to team up with Samoa Joe to take on the Club.
Translation, they're feeding the club to Samoa Joe and Finn Balor.
Correct, sir. He also books Jason Jordan in a match against the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, to prove that he belongs on Team Raw. Before Kurt Angle can address Braun Strowman proceeds to address himself and inform Kurt Angle that he will be having a match against Kane tonight.
Yeah.
And Kurt Angle agrees.
Okay then.
In fact, he gives Braun Kane in this evening's main event.
Ooh, I get main event points.
They beat the shit out of each other and the bell never rang.
Damn it.
Sorry. There is an OMG involved, though.
Fuck you, WWE.
We will get there. So, let's see. It's going to be promo to Angle and I guess mini to all the members of Team Raw. I'm going to go a mini on that.
Sure.
Kurt Angle's get 5 points. So that's 2 and it's 113. And our members of Team Raw include Braun Strowman. Members of Team Raw include Jason Jordan. Where is he? Here, just there you go. That include go away. That includes Finn Balor, who's up here. 286. That includes Samoa Joe. 89, 92. And that includes, who am I forgetting? Oh, Kurt himself was the other one that he got. So, okay. Fair enough. Next, we get out to the ring for another edition of Miz TV.
Of course.
Miz and the Miztourage come to the ring and discuss the Survivor Series pay-per-view and tonight's 6-man tag match, which will feature himself teaming with the Bar to take on the Shield.
Okay.
He then introduces his guests tonight, the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Bar. We see a recap of the Bar winning the tag titles, and the Miz asks the crowd to cheer for them. They discuss the win, then shift their focus to the topic of the SmackDown roster. They talk some shit about the New Day and the Usos. The crowd chants, "You look stupid," at Sheamus. The Miz tells the crowd to shut up and show respect for the champions. Sheamus making the point that they are the A tag champs and the Usos are the B tag champs. And Cesaro says that on Sunday they're going to roll into Survivor Series and jailbreak the Uso penitentiary. And the Miz chimes in saying that will be just like how they will destroy the Shield tonight and end the Shield's happy reunion tour. So that's a promo to Miz and the Bar. All right. 451 for the Miz and Sheamus. 350. And then Cesaro is up here. He's going to go to 330. And I'm going to give 3 points to the Miztourage for being there.
Fair enough.
All right. So next up, we see a promo recapping the events leading up to the Survivor Series matches. There's a tweet from John Cena as he prepares for the match. And then we go into the match of Bray Wyatt versus Jason Jordan. This is the beginning of audience participation night.
Okay.
So Bray Wyatt proceeds to have a match against Jason Jordan, and they actually have a good match.
Okay.
Jason Jordan starts off intending to technically wrestle Bray Wyatt, as you might expect, and is fairly successful until Wyatt manages to come back with a cheap shot and a headbutt. And Jordan tries to take Wyatt into the corner, but Wyatt manages to roll outside off of a suplex and basically manages to dodge Jordan, who throws himself into a barrier.
Okay, then.
And that gives Bray the advantage as he proceeds to continue taunting the down Jordan and beating the crap out of him, specifically targeting Jason Jordan's knee. And he begins torquing the knee and hits him with a running senton and just basically hits a variety of moves that attack Jason Jordan's knee. He's targeted the knee.
Okay.
Relevant here. And Wyatt continues to go back to work on it after the ref checks on Jordan. And Wyatt hits a suplex and then does his upside-down corner crab walk, but Jordan manages to reverse out of the Sister Abigail into a roll-up and get a 3 count out of nowhere.
Okay, then.
So Jason Jordan gets a win in this match. So we'll do Bray Wyatt first. Bray is going to get himself 5 for competing and 2 for the match. Let's see, where am I over here? That's 7 points to Bray. Puts him at 104.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Jason Jordan is going to get 20 points. He's going to get 5 for competing. That's 25. And Jason Jordan actually had 7 move points. It's going to be 32 points to Jason Jordan. That's 89, 93, 91. Now, the relevant part here is, so we cut to the back where Kurt and Stephanie have been watching this match on a monitor. And Stephanie looks impressed as they applaud Jordan's win. But before Jordan can leave the ring, Bray Wyatt attacks him from behind and continues beating the shit out of him. He beats him down around ringside, slams Jordan's bad knee into the ring post several times. And Kurt runs off looking concerned, clearly on his way to the ring. And as Jason Jordan is clearly injured and his knee is completely destroyed, you know, after this heinous post-match assault by the vicious Bray Wyatt, the audience decides here that the appropriate reaction, and mind you, not a quiet, some people were doing it to be funny, but a thunderous, full audience, thank you, Bray chant.
Huh. Wow.
It's like, wow, you have been shut down by Atlanta, Georgia, Jason Jordan.
Yeah,
You are not welcome here. So Kurt goes out to the ring and checks on his son, and with the help of Kurt and some officials, Jason Jordan is able to limp to the back. And by the way, to top it off, as he is limping up the ramp with Kurt and the officials, the audience decides to follow up the thank you Bray chant with a na 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 na.
Nice.
Hey hey hey, goodbye.
Wow.
Oh yes. So anyway, that's going to be a post-match assault for Bray Wyatt. So we're going to throw that in there. That's 4 extra points to Bray. All right. So after that whole thing happens, we are informed that Brock Lesnar is in the building and that he will be coming out later.
Gotta earn that paycheck.
He does. So we cut back to Jason Jordan in the trainer's room, icing his knee, and Kurt checks on him. And we have a bit of a standoff where Kurt is clearly at the point where he realizes that Jason is not going to be able to compete at Survivor Series, and it's going to need to be replaced in this match. And Jason Jordan begins begging his dad, don't do this to me. There's, 5 days before the event. My knee will heal by then. I'll be okay. This is my one opportunity. Don't do this. And Angle looks conflicted as we cut out of the trainer's room and out to the ring, where we are joined by the aforementioned Universal Champion and his advocate.
All right, then. Ladies and gentlemen.
This segment was amazing.
Okay, then.
Segment of the night.
Okay.
Combination of the Amazing Georgia audience and Paul Heyman being a god with a microphone.
Okay.
So, Paul Heyman begins his usual spiel. Introduces himself and his client. And Paul Heyman proceeds to espouse the accolades of AJ Styles.
Okay.
As he is wont to do to Brock's worthy opponents. And he begins talking up about how AJ Styles is a very worthy WWE champion, a worthy opponent to Brock. And he says that I have 5 selling points for Survivor Series this Sunday, and I'm going to list them. Number 1, Sunday we'll have the first ever Universal Champion versus WWE Champion match, and the first time that Brock Lesnar has ever faced AJ Styles. Point 2. AJ Styles is a challenge for Brock, and he makes the point that there's a contrasted Styles there because obviously Brock is a ground and pound power guy, whereas Styles clearly has the advantage in both speed and technicality. So Paul Heyman talks about how that's going to be, someone with, Brock's faced people with a lot of different advantages over him, but never anyone like AJ Styles. Now, and here's the Lesnar the audience is, going along with Heyman. Heyman gets to point 3, but Heyman is not able to complete point 3 because the audience breaks out into a chant.
Okay.
At first, it is hard to discern what the chant is and what's going on. Then, it starts becoming clear that the chant is, "She said yes." And Paul Heyman looks very confused for a moment as to what the hell's going on. Then Brock, who, being that he's not talking, is apparently paying more attention to what's going on, leans over to Paul, points to something off camera, and whispers to Paul in his ear for a second. Here's what happened. In the middle of Paul Heyman cutting a promo about Brock Lesnar facing AJ Styles at Survivor Series, some dude in the crowd proposed to his girlfriend.
I kind of heard about this.
Some dude in the crowd proposed to his girlfriend, and apparently the fact that the whole audience picked up on it and chanted, I'm assuming some dude with a camera was pointed at it, and one of the arena monitors was showing them.
Okay, then.
Because that was a full crowd chant, so either they all must have seen it going on, or it was on a monitor somewhere that was not on TV. So the chant was going on, so Brock Lesnar saw what was going on, whispered to Heyman. The couple in question were behind where the announce tables would be if this was any other wrestling show.
Right.
And so Heyman proceeds to lean himself through the row, halfway through the ropes, leaning toward the people off camera right, from our perspective. And Heyman proceeds to, shit-eating grin on his face, mind you, lean out the ring and go, well, she only said yes because she's never been up close to a beast like Brock Lesnar. Yeah, interrupting my promo is like stepping into the ring with Brock Lesnar. You don't stand a chance. So Brock got a kick out of it. Paul got a kick out of it. The audience got a kick out of it. And the night was made.
Nice.
So props. So anyway, after that whole thing rifled down, Heyman proceeds to finish his spiel about his points. Continuing that point 3 is that AJ Styles is the ultimate underdog. He always has been.
No.
And that AJ is a respected and admired champion, unlike other people that could be mentioned. And that, AJ is not one to be underestimated, but that Lesnar will prove that he is the #1 champion as of Sunday. Point 4, AJ is like a real-life Rocky movie.
Okay.
He's beaten John Cena, Shane McMahon, Jinder Mahal, all the comers. However, AJ Styles, point F5, this ain't no Rocky movie. Brock Lesnar will dominate you on Sunday and basically prove that he's the top champion in the company. So overall, an amazing promo segment. Promo to Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. That was amazing.
And you just minimized it.
I did. I'll put it back up in a sec.
Fair enough.
There we go. All right, so Brock Lesnar is right here.
Bork Laser.
Bork Laser indeed, and Paulus. All right, so following that, everybody clears out, and we have ourselves the aforementioned 6-man tag team match play.
Okay, then.
That'll be the Shield versus the Miz and the Bar.
I'm assuming the Shield win.
The Shield do win. So that worked out. So we will do the heels first because they did not win the match. It is worth noting that as far as I could gather, Sheamus did not hit any moves in this match, which kind of surprised me.
Okay, then.
Or at least nothing that is... I mean, he hit a big boot at one point. That was about it. But that's not a move of his, so...
No. Not unless it had some flair to it.
It did not.
Didn't know.
So, yep. So here's what we will award points appropriately. So Sheamus will get 5 points for being in this match.
Okay.
Let me go down to... Where's the thing? There we go. Sheamus. 5 points for competing. And then Cesaro will get 5 points for competing, and he will also get 7 move points. It's going to give Cesaro 12 points for the night.
Okay, then.
Not counting his promo from earlier, obviously. Puts him at 342. And The Miz gets 5 points for being in the match. And no Miz didn't hit any moves either. Sucks to be Miz. Miz.
Miz.
Okay. Now, as for the Shield, we will open up. Let's see, who got the actual win here?
I'm assuming Roman.
I'm trying to figure out who the legal man was. Because there was a lot of chaos near the end of the match. Yes, looks like Roman was the legal man. So we will do the other two. That is fair. So we will start off with Seth freaking Rollins, who will get 15 points for being on the winning team. He will get 5 for competing as 20, and he will get 2 moves as 22 points to Seth Rollins.
Okay.
445. We will then do Dean Ambrose, Lunatic Fringe, who will get himself 15 for being on the winning team, 5 for competing is 20, and 3 moves is 23 points to Dean Ambrose. 64, 467 right there. And then Roman Reigns won the match, so Roman Reigns is going to get himself 20 points for winning this match. He's going to get 5 for competing in it, is 25. And he's going to get 4 move points, is 29 points to the big dog. I'm going to put him at 334.
See, he's earning you points again.
Yes. We then cut backstage where Kane is interviewed under a red light, where he says that he can't wait to show Braun Strowman that there are things he can do to him that are worse than being locked in a garbage truck. Promo to Kane.
Promo to the mayor.
Yep. Kurt Angle then comes out to the ring, saying that he has made a very tough decision about Jason Jordan at the Survivor Series. I don't know if you heard about this.
I did heard about this. I saw this.
Fair enough. Yeah, he says he's going to have to replace him due to the injury. Jordan comes out limping down the ramp, begging him not to do this, saying, let me compete alongside you, Father. It's my dream. This is my one opportunity. Jordan insists he'll be fine by Sunday, and that points out that Angle won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. And he wants to be just like him. Jordan walks all the way down, and then Stephanie interrupts, saying that she can't believe Angle is falling for this, and demands Angle make the announcement. Angle hesitates, and he's then interrupted by the music of Triple H. I did not mean to hit that. Sorry. Triple H gets in the ring and says that if Angle won't make the announcement, he will. The 5th member of Team Raw on Sunday is me. And then sends something to Angle off mic before turning around as the crowd begins chanting a pedigree, pedigree. And Triple H then pedigrees Jason Jordan.
Kurt Angle gives the okay, because you see Kurt Angle give him a nod before he turns around and pedigrees him.
Fair enough. I think that's going to be a promo for Jason Jordan.
Promo to Kurt Angle.
Promo to Kurt Angle.
And a promo and a pedigree to Triple H.
Yep, 6 points to Triple H. We'll award him later.
You want to shift him back to active status?
That's probably a good call.
That's Tony Nese. Oh, you're copying it. Okay.
If you just type it in, it doesn't like that.
Hey, okay.
By the way, randomly, while we're in here,
Yes.
fucking mind blanking shit. Yeah. Let's scroll over. There we go. Daring Young, you go bye-bye. Delete. Delete, 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 delete.
Alrighty then.
We then have ourselves the tag team match of the club being fed to Finn Balor and Samoa Joe.
Yay?
Sure, why not?
Considering I only have one man in that 4-man match.
You do. And Balor got the pinfall, so it sucks to be you even more.
Fuck you.
Demon King.
Godzilla.
Eh.
Godzilla greater than Demon King.
Anyway. Tell that to Matthew Broderick. So the heels lose. So the club is going to get 5 points each for being in the match and 1 move each. So 6 points each to the club. Whoa.
Technically, Joe's a heel too.
That's true. But in this case, he was on the face team.
Yes. Well, he always garners a face reaction because Joe.
Yeah, all right. So Carl Anderson is going to get 6 points. That's 2. Puts him at 124. And Luke Gallows, 137. And then Samoa Joe gets 15 points for being on the winning team. He gets 5 for competing. Is 20, and he gets 4 moves as 24 points to Joe. Is 96, 06, 116. Finn Balor gets 20 for winning. He gets 5 for competing. Is 25. And he gets 2 moves. Is 27 points to Finn Balor. $96, 06, and 7 is 313. Alrighty. Rolling on along. Balor celebrates post-match, but Joe does not stick around. We then cut back to Little Miss Bliss, who does an interview where she talks some shit about Charlotte and Natalya, basically saying that it doesn't really matter which of them is going to win on SmackDown because she'll beat either one.
I hope so.
Teasing that she might show up on SmackDown tomorrow, which she did not. So promo to Alexa. Alexa. Enjoy that title for about a month after Survivor Series before Asuka fucking kills you.
We'll see about that.
Asuka's gonna kill you. Anyway. We see a recap of the events leading to our supposed main event of Kane versus Braun Strowman.
Braun!
So, the two monsters come to the ring and they get in each other's faces in said ring. They have a stare down, but they begin trading punches before the bell rings. And apparently, we decide we're not going to ring the bell despite the fact they're trading punches and they're both in the ring.
Fuck you, WWE.
Yeah, I don't know. So they trade punches. Kane gets dropped and stomped until he rolls out of the ring. Braun follows, uppercuts Kane against the barrier. Kane tries to fight back, but Braun controls the pace and just keeps beating him up. He talks some shit to Kane. He's still not happy about being left for dead in a garbage truck. There's still no bell. Kane then throws Strowman into the steel stairs, then pulls a table out from under the ring. He stomps on Braun while he's down, and then also pulls out a chair. He delivers to Strowman a couple of chair shots. Kane then looks for a choke slam, but Braun blocks it and drops Kane. Then hits him with a couple of chair shots of his own. He then takes Kane up onto the ring and tries to superplex him off the top rope through the ringside table that has been set up, but he is unable to succeed. Strowman headbutts Kane, who comes off the turnbuckle, and then Braun hits him with a double axe handle off the top rope.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Imagine that flying at you. Braun then picks up Kane at the far side corner of the ring and proceeds to deliver Kane a running power slam so thunderous that both men go through the ring.
Ah. Okay, then.
You know, yeah, for the sake of ease, because as much as I would like to put it up, I don't want to get sued.
Okay.
Work, you piece of crap. There we go. I'm going to just send you the tweet with the GIF of the power slam in question.
Okay.
Check this out.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I did it there. Sorry.
Okay, then.
Bam! Right through the ring.
Hashtag WWE is stale.
So right through the ring, and no way onto what was a pre-carved hole in the ring with a crash mat underneath.
Of course.
So that's an OMG.
Okay, then.
So, that's going to be an out-of-match assault for both men.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going to happen is Kane is going to get out-of-match assault, which is 4. He's going to get 3 for the chair shots, which is 7. And that's about it. So 7 points are going to go to Kane. That puts him at 155. And then Braun is going to also get 4 for an assault and 3 for weapons. Is 7. He's going to get 5 for an OMG through the ring. That puts him at 12. And 5 moves. 17 points to Braun. 95. 403. Shit.
What did you do?
No, I realized something. We're going to go back for a sec.
Okay.
That match didn't start. That makes Balor and Joe the main event.
Oh.
So Finn Balor is going to get himself an extra 9 points for being in and winning the main event. So that would be 322 for him. Joe will get an extra 4 points for being in the main event. Put him at 120. and an extra 4 points to each member of the club. And gallows. Is 141. Okay, there we go. And that is the end of Raw.
It's hilarious. Someone used a GIF of the I think it's the Undertaker guy. It's the black guy with the Just Say Yes shirt.
Yeah, that was the Undertaker streak broken guy.
Yeah. They used a GIF of that as a reply to the Braun Strowman power slamming Kane through the ring.
Nice.
It's hilarious. Anyway, continue.
So, with that, let us check the post-Raw scores.
Let's.
Data. Bam. Alrighty. In the lead at 5,006 points.
Jesus Christ.
Are the Champions of Justice. Followed at second by TNA Worldwide at 4,363. Followed by The Glorious End at 3,865. And still trailing, at this point, 1,700 points behind the leader. 33-31. Me and the Broken Highlight Club.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Well, the name is apt.
Yeah. Well, if Jeff would get his arm fixed, it could be a little more apt, and I could be earning a hell of a lot more points.
He's not supposed to be back until like WrestleMania, though.
I know. Fucking sucks. But Matt doesn't need Brother Nero. He can break and then bring in Brother Nero later.
Yeah. But without the broken universe, he has no gimmick.
Yeah.
Without Jeff.
He's awoken Matt Hardy.
Yeah. Guess. Anyway, SmackDown.
Okay. Indeed, the smack is down. A lot of points to be awarded for the SmackDown this week. A lot of points. I think most of them are to you, actually.
Really?
You have Charlotte, don't you?
No. John has Charlotte.
Oh, John has Charlotte. Okay. Fair enough. So none of them are to you then. Sorry.
Yeah, I think after Survivor Series, I'm going to be fucked. I think John's going to pull into second place.
Well, we're going to find out. There's one important factor to remember at Survivor Series, though.
What?
There's only one championship on the line.
Mm-hmm.
That is Enzo's.
Mm.
Everything else is non-title matches, which means there's not nearly as many points at stake as you would think with a pay-per-view this large.
Mm.
The most points are going to come from the 2 elimination matches with elimination points. That's where the most of the points are going to come from the pay-per-view. But we will talk about that at the end of the program.
Yeah, which I have one person in the men's match, and I don't know if I have any of the women in the women's match. So yeah, I have Becky Lynch. I have the leader of Team SmackDown.
You have the captain of Team SmackDown. You have Becky Lynch.
That's it.
It's true.
So I have one in each match. So which means I'm probably going to be fucked. But we'll talk about that when we do our predictions.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you know, one in each match. That's about right. But you do have the Raw Women's Champion for a horse in that match, and you have the SmackDown Tag Champs for a horse in that match.
And I have AJ.
And you have AJ, so you have 3 other people in matches that night.
They're all probably going to lose. But anyway, SmackDown.
I have nothing. I have Asuka on the women's team.
You have Bork Laser.
Yeah, that's one guy in one match, and then I have him. I have Braun on the fucking men's team, and then I have Natalya on the SmackDown women's team and Asuka on the Raw women's team, and that's about it.
You have
and Roman in the Shield match.
You have Finn Balor.
I said Balor.
Yeah. You have Nia Jax. You have Natalya.
Nia Jax isn't. Wait, she is on the team.
She's on the women's team. You have Kalisto, so you have potentially could win a title.
I could potentially win a title, but I don't know if they'll do that.
You have Braun Strowman. You have the majority of the Raw men's team. What the fuck are you talking about? Because you have Braun and you have Finn.
Yeah, that's only 2 out of the 5. That's not a majority.
Yeah, I have 1. John has 1. No one has Triple H. You have the majority.
John doesn't have one.
He has Kurt Angle, doesn't he?
No, we didn't award Kurt Angle on anybody. Kurt Angle's independent.
Right. So you do have the majority because you have 2. I have 1. And no one has the other 2.
That's fair.
Anyway, SmackDown.
Yes, quite.
But John does have Shane McMahon.
Yes. That he does. That he does. Excuse me.
So John would have one person on the Raw team if WWE didn't screw him out of it.
Yep. So, we open up SmackDown with the entire SmackDown roster backstage with Commissioner Shane McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
He hypes them up for the pay-per-view and gives them a pep talk. He mentions Triple H joining Team Raw, but saying he's not worried because SmackDown's team is the best Survivor Series team ever assembled, and mentions that John Cena is joining them.
Mm-hmm.
Shane says that no one can stop them now, not Kurt Angle, not his sister Stephanie, and not The Shield. The New Day talk a little bit about how they have accepted The Shield's challenge for a match at Survivor Series, and they begin a chant among the roster of Smack Down Rocks, Smack Down Rocks, Smack Down Rocks. Oh, and Baron Corbin gets to talk for a moment how he's going to beat up The Miz after he beats up Sin Cara.
The Miz.
Ah, Miz.
I hope Miz smacks the piss out of him.
I agree. Though it hardly matters, the entire match is tiff.
Which is why I'm going for the outcome that I want.
That's fair. Anywho, Shane McMahon gets a promo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the wrong page. How about we do this?
Here comes the money.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 what the money?
The mini promo to everyone else?
Yeah, specifically to Becky, Corbin, and the New Day, because they all spoke. Or specifically Biggie of the New Day, specifically. No, actually Kobe talked too, so we'll give it to the whole New Day. Fuck it.
Okay. Yay, Becky points.
Yeah, Becky spoke on behalf of the women's team. And then Baron Corbin. And then Biggie. And then Kofi.
Did you voice to Becky?
Yes, I did.
Excellent. Moving on.
Yep. We will roll on along.
Indeed.
We're at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte, North Carolina for the Go Home SmackDown, by the way.
Woo!
And after the opening promo, we cut out to the ring where we are joined by Daniel Bryan.
Yes, completely dropping the previous storyline from what I'm told.
Yep.
Except for one little mention of Shane. Of Shane after this, we're gonna have to have a talk.
Yep.
All right.
Anywho, so Bryan talks about being attacked by Kane, saying that he feels lucky to be here after that. It was his own fault for going to Raw alone, and he should have known better when he saw Stephanie was in the building. He says Raw is afraid that SmackDown is going to hit them back harder on Sunday, and that's why they added Triple H to their team. Says that Raw is embarrassed by the fact that their 25th anniversary is coming up, and they were just ransacked by SmackDown. Says there's a good chance Raw will strike back tonight, but SmackDown is ready, and they'll prove on Sunday that SmackDown has the superior performers. And mentions John Cena being on their team, and then introduces the WWE Champion AJ Styles.
Yep, SmackDown is so ready that the majority of their team decided not to be in the building when Raw showed up.
Yep.
That's how ready SmackDown was.
Yep. Overconfidence. Did you see SmackDown? Excuse me.
Parts of it.
You and your parts.
Well, it's not my fault WWE doesn't put the whole show up.
Yeah, well. So Daniel Bryan makes AJ Styles an offer for the sake of balancing the sides.
Okay.
He says, now AJ, in all fairness to what was said on Monday Night Raw, to what happened on Monday Night Raw, I feel it only fair for you to have an advocate tonight. Would you like an advocate tonight, AJ Styles? And AJ Styles says, sure, what the hell? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daniel Bryan. And tonight, I am the advocate for the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And he proceeds to basically cut a promo about how AJ is going to beat Lesnar on Sunday, saying that Paul Heyman had his 5 points. Well, we've only got 1 point, and that's basically that. AJ is the ultimate. We agree with your 1 point. That's that AJ is the ultimate underdog, and he always finds a way to overcome, and he will do it again and prove that SmackDown is the A show and the house that AJ Styles built. And there's a point where AJ comes in and begins cutting his own promo, making the point that, unlike Brock, I'm not going to just stand here. I actually can talk for myself. So promo to AJ Styles. How about that?
Nice.
All righty. Next up, we go to a commercial break and we come back to AJ getting confronted by Jinder Mahal in the backstage area. Jinder tells AJ that his loss to Lesnar on Sunday is going to be nothing compared to what Jinder is going to do to him to win back the WWE title after Survivor Series is over.
He's not winning the title back.
I don't know. There's an India tour.
He's not winning the title back. You didn't hear what was announced for the India tour, did you?
Sorry about that. I did not.
They all but confirmed he's not winning the title back. Because Triple H decided to name himself the main event of the India tour.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's going to be Jinder Mahal versus Triple H. So no, Jinder is not getting the title back. Because I don't think even Triple H is that egotistical to put himself in a WWE title match at this point in his career.
True.
So yeah, AJ is probably going to go into India the champion.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sorry Jinder, no, you're not winning. Which means retention points for me after Survivor Series.
Yep, pretty much.
Anyways, more promo points to AJ Styles.
All right.
Yes?
Yeah, we'll give a mini to AJ Styles and Jinder.
All right.
That's what I say. AJ's at 490.
Woohoo.
And then Jinder Mahal. He's going to get 6. 196. Okay. Next up, Baron Corbin defends the U.S. title against Sin Cara.
And wins.
Sin Cara beats Baron Corbin up for about 5 straight minutes. Corbin then hits him with 2 moves and retains the belt.
Oh, of course he does.
So Sin Cara will get a bunch of points, though. Sin Cara is going to get himself 5 points for competing, and he does have 7 move points. So that's going to be 13 points to Sin Cara.
Right. Who has Sin Cara? Tiff.
Yep. 44.
Corbin
Whoa.
sucks. Corbin sucks. What?
Yeah, pop up. All right, and Baron Corbin is going to get 20 points for retaining the U.S. title. 20 points for winning a match is 40. 5 for competing in that match is 45, and 5 moves are 50 points to Baron Corbin.
Fucking Corbin.
Puts him at 359. Still not enough for the top 10, though.
Tiff doesn't need it.
So after the match, Corbin celebrates. We then see the members of the Charlotte Hornets basketball team are in attendance. We then see a Survivor Series video package, and then cut to Shane and Daniel in the back, where Shane talks about how important cohesion is to the show, and says that they might have to talk about that after Sunday. Bryan reiterates that he doesn't agree with attacking Raw and says he doesn't appreciate being attacked by Raw as a result. He walks off, and Shane looks concerned.
He should.
He should.
I mean, there's a reason he should be concerned.
Why?
Because Daniel Bryan is effectively medically cleared to wrestle, so he should be on the lookout for a knee plus to the face.
Yeah, that won't be happening in WWE.
Well, there's only one thing preventing him from wrestling in WWE, and that will probably keep him from doing it, and that is fucking goddamn shareholders.
No, it's the WWE doctors who won't clear him.
Oh, they've cleared him.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
That's what the reports have said, that he's basically medically cleared to wrestle, but Vince probably won't do it because of the potential financial risk with the shareholders, because the shareholders wouldn't like that because he's too much of a liability.
Daniel Bryan has been cleared to wrestle by other doctors, but WWE's doctors specifically will not clear him. That's always been the case. Except
the latest report is that he is effectively cleared to wrestle, but he probably won't due to the...
And I'm telling you that report is wrong.
And I'm telling you, I don't care what you say. That's what the report said. It is an official report.
Yeah, except there was an official report where Dr. Chris Amon said outright, I will never clear Daniel Bryan to wrestle. Daniel Bryan has been cleared by his personal doctors and other doctors for quite some time, but WWE's doctors will not clear him. They have said they will never clear him again. Now, just 5 days ago, Daniel Bryan did an interview.
Yes, that's where it came out. And he says, there's a 20% chance that it will be WWE, but he says they probably won't be. It's so low because of the whole financial thing, not because they wouldn't actually medically clear him to wrestle.
But realize, when he's talking about being cleared, it's the medical doctors at WWE won't clear him. They may be being politically motivated, but it's still WWE's doctors that won't clear him. Anyway.
He can still do A&E plus.
Yeah. Anywho, we then have Natalya defending the women's championship against Charlotte.
And losing.
And losing to Charlotte in her hometown of Charlotte. So yeah, Natalya loses. Natalia's going to get 5 points for competing, 8 points for moves, just 13 points to Natalya. For Natalya. Excuse me. Charlotte is going to get 50 points for winning the women's title. She's going to get 20 for winning a match of 70. Let's see here. Hang on. He is 70. She's going to get 5 for competing. Plus 19 move points. There's 94 points to Charlotte.
God damn.
Plus for existing 124. Puts Charlotte at 218. All right. There we go. Charlotte does an interview post-match. 5 points to Charlotte. Through You Deserve It chant, where she thanks them and says she's going to make Bliss bow down to the Queen at Survivor Series, and says that she knows her dad, Ric Flair, is at home watching like he does every week, and dedicates her match tonight to him. Then the music hits, and as Charlotte starts to make her exit, Ric Flair himself comes out to the stage to a massive pop from the crowd.
Well, at first his music hits, then he comes out.
Yeah. Charlotte runs up, and they embrace before heading backstage together.
And supposedly, and I didn't go back to check this, but supposedly if you look closely, when she turns and she realizes he's there, like she didn't know he was going to be there, she runs over to him, and you can kind of see her mouth the words, "You made it." Well, that was a genuinely touching moment.
Yeah.
And of course, Rick has to strut.
Of course.
Because he's Rick. Woo!
Woo!
Did you give Charlotte the promo point?
I did give Charlotte the promo points.
Excellent. Moving on.
Video package. The Bludgeon Brothers are actually going to wrestle a match next week.
Yeah, that makes sense. They would wait till after Survivor Series to debut them.
Yes. All right. Then after that one-on-one match, Chad Gable gets jobbed out to Jimmy Uso.
I'm okay with this. All points to me.
Indeed. Shelton and Jay are at ringside, as would be expected. So Jay and Shelton are both going to get interference points as well as accompaniment. So 11 points each to Shelton and Jay.
Boo, points.
And then Shelton is down here. Someone call Shelton's mama. Someone call Shelton's mama.
I wish. So loser points to Chad Gable.
Yep. He's going to get 5.
He did no moves.
He did no moves.
Wow.
He just got he got beat.
That's surprising.
He tried to work over Uso's knee and keep him grounded, but he ate a Samoan drop and then basically was just done because everything spilled out. The other two got involved. And Jay kicked Shelton at ringside, which was a distraction, and allowed Jimmy to kick Gable inside the ring for the win. So Jimmy Uso gets 20 for winning, 5 for competing. And 1 for move is 26 points to Jimmy.
Jimmy. Nice.
5, 6, 7 is 233. By the way, 1 extra point to Jay for that super kick that he hit Shelton with. After the bell, the Usos go up the ramp with mics and they begin to talk more trash as Shelton checks on Gable. So 3 mini promo points to each Uso, too, because what the hell.
Yay.
All right. Next, we cut to the backstage area for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready for their match against the New Day. Owens gives Zayn a pep talk and mentions SmackDown being the Sammy and Kevin show. Sammy appreciates it, but corrects him that it is, in fact, the Kevin and Sammy show. So, promo to Kevin and Sammy.
Hopefully they'll actually do something with them after Survivor Series.
We shall see. 5. We're going to talk about that. There are possibilities here.
Mm-hmm.
So the New Day have their match against Sammy and Kevin, which ends in a no contest.
Yes. Unfortunately.
And it does. I will begin by awarding move points.
All right.
Because it is still 5 points for competing in a match. So 5 points to Sami Zayn.
This is technically the main event, isn't it?
Yes.
So that would they not get main event points as well?
They will get 4 for being in it, yes. So that's actually 9 to Sami Zayn then. 9 to KO. And then, let's see, which New Day members were in this match? Woods and Biggie, okay. So Woods had 3 moves, so Woods is going to get the 9, plus 3 moves is 12.
For Austin Creed.
99, 109.
I think he should break 100 points.
He did, and Big E will get the 9, plus 4 moves is 13 for Big E. $99. All right. And yeah, okay.
And then Raw decided to unleash the Hounds of Justice.
Pretty much. Did you see this segment?
Yes.
Did you like the Shield shirts?
I was going to mention the Shield shirts. I don't know if I like that or not, where it's half Shield, half Raw. They're unique, I guess.
It is.
So, yeah, that happened.
That did happen. So let's see. So people that are getting out of match assault points, the Shield. Dean. 471. And Roman. 4. H and Seth. 449. Okay.
The New Day. No?
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right. Fuck's sake, fine. More. Kofi.
And of course, Kevin and Sammy had to fucking bail on the New Day.
They did. Kevin and Sammy said, fuck this, we out.
Pretty much. They went into business for themselves.
They did. So in the meantime, the Usos ran out. And they and the New Day get the upper hand of the Shield until the Bar joins the fight. So that's Usos and the Bar. And Sheamus. Okay. The camera cuts backstage where the Raw women's team are in the building, and they barge into the women's locker room and begin assaulting the SmackDown women's team. And they beat everyone down and save Charlotte for last. So since Charlotte's only mentioned for SmackDown, I'm going to assume it's her and the SmackDown women's team.
Probably, yeah.
So we'll do the Raw team first. So that's Alicia. That would be Bailey. That would be Nia. And excuse me. And Sasha Banks. Yeah, that one. And Asuka. Attacking the SmackDown team of Becky Lynch. 90. And Carmella. Carmella's on the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know Charlotte got beat up last.
Everyone but Lana.
And then Naomi and Natalya. And let's see, who else is involved?
Tamina.
Tamina, thank you. Oh, two. Okay.
And Charlotte.
I got Charlotte already.
But she was last.
I know, but I did it early because we were up at that end of the list. So let's see here. Back in the ring, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, and Titus Worldwide hit the ring.
With or without Akira Tozawa?
There is no Tozawa.
No.
And Finn Balor. And Apollo Crews. And Titus O'Neil. The SmackDown roster comes out to put up a fight. Shane comes out and knocks Balor off the apron in the commotion. So Shane. Let's see. The Hype Bros and Ziggler come out. And Mojo Rawley. And Dolph Ziggler. Kurt Angle appears on the stage next, and he's got Braun Strowman.
Bro.
Braun. So that's Kurt gets 3 points for showing up. Well, no, actually, he did assault because he hit Shane with an angle slam later. So no, actually, he will get the full 4. And 1 for the move. So we'll just throw him 5 points now because we know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Braun is going to get 4 points for assaulting people. Strowman charges down the ramp, decking SmackDown stars left and right. He hits the ring and he throws Nakamura out to the floor. So that's Nakamura.
Okay.
Shane hits Braun, but it does nothing, and then Braun drops Shane with 1 shot. Then goes out to ringside, slams Ziggler into the barricade. The Shield grabs Shane and pulls him back into the ring, and they taunt him as they watch the SmackDown people get beat down. The Shield then beats Shane down. They hold him so Sheamus can brogue kick him. So that's Sheamus with a brogue kick. E60. Samoa Joe then beats Xavier Woods over the head with his own trombone. That's a weapon used for Samoa Joe.
Woo!
Kurt Angle gets in the ring. The Shield holds Shane as Kurt grabs him by the face and asks him how it feels. He tells Shane to wait till Sunday if they think this is bad. He gives the Shield a thumbs down, and the Shield deliver a triple power bomb to Shane. So that would be Dean gets a move point. And Roman gets a move point. Actually, you know what? They did it twice, so for the sake of ease, I'll just give him 2 now. You want?
Okay then.
Strowman then runs out of people to beat up and looks antsy, so Kurt grabs Shane and delivers an angle slam. The Shield then powerbombs Shane again, so yeah, Kurt gets an angle slam. I gave him that earlier.
Yeah.
Another triple powerbomb, which I awarded already, and the Raw people begin to leave up the ramp as SmackDown is left defeated.
Indeed.
Thus endeth SmackDown.
Indeed.
Indeed, indeed. Let's check the SmackDown scores.
Yes, because you're gonna need to type them out. You've been typing them out, right?
Oh yeah, I did. Let me do the Raw ones. I can go back. Thank you for reminding me.
Mm-hmm. Good thing I reminded you before you updated the scores.
I could have hit back a couple of times. It would have been fine. Okay.
Holy shit, how is that correct?
What?
John got like 700 points for Raw.
How's that right?
I think you typed his point. That's his point. What the shit? That doesn't include. Do those include the SmackDown points?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Let me go. Hang on.
How did John end up with 700 points for Raw? What the fuck?
Huh.
I mean, we are sure we did the points right, right?
I think so. Oh, hang on a minute. No, I know what happened. It's a transposition. Because he had 36 on SmackDown. That's got to be a transposition. That should be 37-19. There we go.
Ah, okay, that's better.
Because he had 36 the night before, so it couldn't have been done. That's what I did that once before.
Idiot.
Okay, so anyway.
Forward, 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 forward. Oh, you can't do that because you made a change. So, Raw. That looks a little better.
Raw was on the 13th. That's 13. The 5, 43, 43, 63. And
All right. SmackDown Live. What's the new scores?
all right, Champions of Justice in at 51-20, followed by TNA Worldwide at 44-90, followed at 40-41 by the Glorious End, and 33-74 for the Broken Highlight Club.
Yeah, like I said, I think John's going to pass me at Survivor Series because he's just getting massive points at this point.
You're still almost 500 points ahead of him.
He's catching up, though.
Not really. Okay.
Quickly over to the 205 Live.
Quite. This will not take very long. It traditionally does not. Paste and go. All right. Of course, 205 Live always brought to you by Cage Side Seats. We open the show up with Kalisto, who welcomes us because it's his birthday. How about
Okay,
that?
then.
He says he plans to defeat Enzo on Sunday for the Cruiserweight title, so tonight he'll celebrate his big day by beating Zoe's right-hand man, Drew Gulak.
Okay, then.
So, promo to Kalisto. Woo! Fine. 91. Gulak and Namori are backstage with a giant cake watching the opening speech. Champ tells Drew he needs him to take care of Kalisto ahead of Survivor Series.
So promo to Zoe and Drew.
Yes.
Oh, did Drew say anything?
Doesn't sound like it. I'll give Drew a mini.
Okay.
And Enzo. All right. So then it's time for the first match. Brian Kendrick opens the match by warning his opponents that bad decisions lead to cruel consequences. And Rich Swann makes sure to let everybody know that Charlotte happens to be his partner, Cedric Alexander's hometown.
Okay, then.
So, I mean, mini promo to Kendrick and Swann.
Can't handle this. Can't handle this.
Can't handle this. Can't handle this. 293, 293. So Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander go on to defeat the Brian Kendrick and Gentleman Jack Gallagher.
You mean Jack Toxic?
Yeah, sure. Via pinfall after a lumbar check on Kendrick.
Woo! Go Cedric. Go Cedric.
And this match
Go.
was also contested under Tornado Tag rules.
Ooh, specialty match.
Yes.
Go Cedric. Go Cedric. Go Cedric. So, the losers first. Shall we start with the Brian Kendrick?
Yep. Sounds good. Kendrick and Gallagher.
Start with the Brian Kendrick.
So Kendrick and Gallagher are each going to get 5 points for being in a match, and they're going to get 3 points for being in a specialty match. It's 8 points each.
No moves.
It's 2 of 5. They don't detail moves in this except for the one that wins the match. You know this.
Oh, I thought sometimes they detail like the big moves, but okay.
Occasionally, but not often.
Fair enough.
So 8 points to the Brian Kendrick. 197. And then Jack Gallagher will also get 8 points, which would be 3. 135.
Rich Swann.
Yep. So Rich Swann will get 15 points for being on the winning team. He will get 5 for competing. Is 20. 3 for competing in a specialty match is 23 points to Rich Swann.
Alrighty.
Six, 306, 316. Cedric Alexander gets 20 for winning, 10 for winning a specialty is 30, 5 for competing is 35, 3 for being in a specialty match is 38, and 1 for the lumbar check is 39 points to Cedric.
Woo.
441. All right. After another shot at Kalisto's cake, Daivari comes out to worry that this might be the last night of the Zoe show. Noting that everyone on the roster has been making more money since with Amore as champ, and that it will end if he loses on Sunday. He then runs to talk shit to the crowd and begins to start a promo in Farsi. Mustafa Ali comes out and offers to translate. He says Arya is just sucking up to Enzo and tells him from the bottom of his heart that he looks stupid. Mustafa Ali then defeats Daivari via the 054.
Yay.
Arya Daivari will get 5 for competing in a match and 5 for a promo is 10 points to Daivari. And then Ali gets 20 for winning, 5 for competing is 25, 5 of the pre-match promo is 30, and 1 for the 054 is 31 to Mustafa Ali.
Who?
2. All right. Kalisto, we then see Kalisto admiring his cake when Tozawa comes in, saying he's hyped for the party, and gives Kalisto a pep talk for his match.
Ha, 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 ha.
Promo to Tozawa. And a mini for Kalisto.
Okay. Fair enough.
Next, the balloons and cake get moved to ringside, and Zoe and Drew are there. Champ says he went all out to make Kalisto's day special because who doesn't like a party? Or as Gulak calls it, a commemoration. Amore's present for Survivor Series opponent is a beating from Drew. So, yeah, Amore with a promo. And Gulak with a mini.
All right.
Kalisto then defeats Drew Gulak via the Salida del Sol.
Fair enough. So Drew Gulak points first.
Yep. Gulak gets 5 for being in the match, and 4 for being in the main event is 9 to Gulak. What's him at? 207. So close, but yet so far. Enzo gets accompaniment, by the way.
Fair enough.
Enzo and Gulak then go for a double team in the aftermath that has what?
Are you gonna give Kalisto his points? What?
Kalisto gets 20 for winning the match. He gets 9 for being in and winning the main event is 29. And then 5 for actually competing is 34. Plus 1 for the Salida del Sol is 35 to Kalisto. What's him at? 399. Should be 09, 19, 29. So that's 429. There we go.
All
As
right.
I was saying. Enzo and Drew go for the double team in the aftermath. That as Kalisto battles back, they keep throughout the whole match, and the after segment teasing a spot with the cake, but it doesn't happen. When Kalisto kicks both men down, Zoe runs off. Meanwhile, backstage, he's interviewed by Dasha, and he says that while tonight wasn't as happy as he wanted it to be, he's still going to enjoy some cake. A pissed off Kalisto then runs in and smushes Enzo's face into the cake. And he then yells and throws cake at Enzo as the show ends.
Okay then. Should we give Kalisto assault with a cake?
No, because he threw it. Well, technically it is a foreign object because he did throw it at him. Nah.
All right.
But Enzo will get a mini for that little thing he did at the end there. And then Kalisto will get a post-match assault.
On to the final scores
Yes, all right.
for the week.
Quite. Oops, I minimized it. I didn't mean to do that. Let's put that back up. Log your headset in, you idiot.
Yep, it beeped at me.
All right, let's go over here. And the final scores for the week are...
Yes.
The Champions of Justice in the lead at 51-56, followed by TNA Worldwide at 45-76, followed by the Glorious End at 40-59, and lastly at 34-44, the Broken Highlight Club.
Fair enough. More points than I thought I was going to get.
Yep. And there we go. Let's go to the leaderboards.
Indeed.
Top of the leaderboards is still the hashtag realest champ in the room with a 120-point lead. Enzo Amore, the Cruiserweight champion, followed by the WWE champion AJ Styles in second at 490, followed by 1/3 of the Shield, Dean Ambrose at 473, the Intercontinental champ, The Miz at 456, just a few points ahead of another third of the Shield, Seth Rollins at 451, followed by Cedric Alexander at 441, Kalisto, the #1 contender to the Cruiserweight title, at 433, the Raw Women's Champ Alexa Bliss at 408, just 1 point ahead of the Monster Among Men Braun Strowman at 407, and Jason Jordan manages to hang on to his 10th place spot at 396.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you have it.
Fair enough.
Oh. Now we're just going to take a quick moment here and let's talk about Survivor Series.
Let's.
Let me open up the match card.
Do that.
All right. So, let's go over these. On the pre-show, Enzo Amore defends the Cruiserweight Championship against Kalisto.
Yeah, Enzo's retaining. What do you think?
Fair enough.
Do you agree?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Much as I would love Kalisto to win me a title, because I don't have any.
Mm-hmm. It is the Zoe show.
Yeah, well. All right, what else we got here? Let's see. I'm just going to go from the bottom up to the top. We have the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, versus the United States Champion, Baron Corbin.
I'm going to go with The Miz. I want The Miz to win.
I agree. What else? We've got... what to do next? We have The Shield versus The New Day.
Unfortunately, The Shield.
Yep. I see it. All right. Oh, what else we got here? The Raw Tag Team Champions, The Bar, taking on the SmackDown Tag Champs, The Usos.
That match could actually go either way.
Hmm.
I'm a little biased because I have the Usos, but
Mm-hmm. Based on how successful they've been recently, my money's on The Bar.
maybe.
They don't just set the bar, they are the bar.
I'll go with the Usos.
That's fair. All right. We have Team Raw, Team Crazy as a Fox, Alicia, Nia, Asuka, Sasha, and Bayley versus Team SmackDown, aka Team, I don't remember what the fuck Becky called her team. It was something related to fire. Becky, Carmella, Naomi, Tamina, and Natalya.
I'm going to go with Team SmackDown because if they can manage to stay on the same page, they have out and out the better wrestlers on the team.
I could agree with that. I'm going to lean toward Team Raw only because I feel like it's highly unlikely that at this point in the push they would have Asuka lose anything.
They could have her walk out on the team.
That's a possibility. Also, with Asuka there, it's possible Dana Brooke will interfere in this match.
There is that possibility as well.
Or Paige, or Nikki Bella. There are options.
I thought you said Nikki Bella is going to replace.
It's possible. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right. The Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss, taking on the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. Goddess versus Queen.
I want Alexa Bliss to win because I have Alexa Bliss, and I think she deserves it. Yeah, I'll go with Alexa.
It's Charlotte.
You think so?
I think so.
I think it could go either way.
Okay, then. And then we have Team Raw, Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Triple H. Taking on Team SmackDown, Shane O'Mac, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode with Shinsuke Nakamura and John Cena. Rabaloo!
Unfortunately, Team SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
I think Team SmackDown's winning it.
Well, there's options here. A lot could happen.
I think Jason Jordan's going to cost Team Raw.
Well, here's the thing. Jason Jordan could show up and cost Team Raw. Kevin and Sammy could cost Team SmackDown. Kane could show up and interfere with Team Raw.
Although some people are saying the Braun Strowman angle was to write Kane off of TV to go be mayor.
Maybe. Yeah, there are any number of possible interferences that could occur in this match.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of possibilities here. And lastly but not leastly, the main event. The undisputed Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar, versus the undisputed WWE World Heavyweight Champion, AJ Styles.
I'm actually going to go with AJ Styles. Not just because I have him, but because I could see the plan that Mr. Ollie Davis over there at Wrestle Talk TV outlined. With the plan that he outlined for Jinder versus Brock, I could see actually happening with AJ versus Brock. And because it's AJ, it would actually be better.
Okay.
Because AJ is more of a legitimate threat than Jinder Mahal. So it's more feasible that he could actually defeat Brock Lesnar. And if he does that, they can still run with the whole, well, now Brock has a chink in his armor because now people know he can be defeated by someone that's not Goldberg.
Yeah, but they don't want a chink in Brock's armor. They want to keep building him up so that it can be Roman that shatters the armor in one thunderous Superman punch.
It's possible.
Hence why I'm leaning toward Brock, only because the way they're keeping him up and building him up, I think it kind of has to be Brock. But I also think it's possible that match may end up in a no contest, and the entire rosters of both shows may just end the entire pay-per-view in a massive arena-wide brawl.
That would piss off the fans.
Because
if history is any indication, fans don't like main events and end in no contest at pay-per-views.
True, but in this case, given that there's literally nothing at stake.
Yeah.
We shall see.
AJ Styles.
Yep.
Those are our predictions.
Indeed. Stay tuned. Also, it's worth noting there is a 2-hour pre-show, so there will be 6 hours of wrestling tomorrow.
Oy vey.
That being the case, it is theorized there may be an additional impromptu pre-show match to help fill the 2 hours besides the Enzo Callisto.
Elias.
I could see Elias showing up. Oh, God, I hope Elias comes out and ends up in an argument with fucking Aiden English.
Yes! Do that!
Yes. Then they can both sing about Rusev Day.
Make it happen.
All right.
The formation of a new tag team. Cross-branded tag team.
That'd be interesting. All right. Well, this has been our usual shenanigans. We will see you fine folks
Thursday.
this coming Thursday night when we will go over.
No, we won't. Thursday is Thanksgiving.
It's not going to stop me. I'll be here. I don't know about you.
I'm going to be at Thanksgiving dinner.
What time?
Actually, no, by that time I'll probably be home. I'll see how tired I am, but okay. We'll pencil it in for Thursday.
It's probably just going to be us because I'm sure John probably has family plans. So,
okay.
Tiff might also. But then again, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving the same day in Canada, so we may actually have Tiff. I don't know. Depends on her work schedule.
Yeah.
But in either case, something will happen on Thursday. And of course, our usual shenanigans will continue next week. And once we get this out of the way, that just leaves the Clash of Champions. And we bring it home for the season.
Indeed.
He's Jeff. I'm James Phoenix. We'll see you next time, folks.
The champion.